already out there this morning. It's raining. Be careful on your way into work. Seatbelt. JC?
Nice hat.
Thank you, Jamie.
Hey, good morning. I'm Jamie Cooper. Thank y'all for getting up with us this morning on a Thursday morning edition. How's your mama?
Mama's good.
Cooper and Company Live. This is Athens in the AM on a rainy Thursday morning. As Gloria just told you, she'll be telling us all about the weather in just a moment. Jeffrey Scott Mathews will be cooking up a storm here in just a little bit. But first, to our panel of experts this morning, Sports Director Zachary Bama Zack over here this morning.
Roll Tide.
Donnie, shut up, Huddleston.
Statistician.
David, we got to come up with a nickname for you.
Can you handle that?
The King.
The what?
The
King.
King's already been taken.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Anyway, thank y'all for out here this morning. David's going to demonstrate some stuff for us in just a little bit in this Lewis & Son roofing kitchen.
My buddy, David Sharp, my leak stopper.
Leak stopper. That's right, leak stopper. We'll call him the leaker. Leak stopper.
No.
Don't call him.
No, that's what they'll probably be calling me years the older I get. The leaker. Sorry, Frank, no offense. Frank's in here on the phone this morning, 230-4988. You can text Gloria, 603-4848. We got the rodeo queen coming up later this morning, Zach.
I'll probably be gone by then.
I'll be here. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for showing up, Corey. Just want to give a shout out to Corey this morning, making it on time in here, caused me not to have a stroke early.
There you go.
What we cooking?
Well, you know, being that it's rodeo time coming up here in Athens,
3 weeks.
Alabama, 3 weeks. They got the rodeo queens coming in. Ladies, we'll see y'all in a little bit. I'm cooking some campfire beans. I'm going to put some baked beans. We've got some potato salad, my mom's homemade potato salad, and then we've got some pork sandwiches that we're going to pull up. So that's going to be fantastic.
All righty. Giddy up.
Thank you, Jamie.
Because yesterday when I talked to you, I was driving down the interstate doing about 90 in my Gloria's convertible with the top down. I just left the goat stew, the memorable Boss Hill. You know, every Wednesday, I meant to, I apologize for forgetting this yesterday. Every Wednesday, for how many years, Frank, did Boss do that?
I don't know.
The first Wednesday in May, I covered it at least 20 times. Zach, you may know more about it. He
30-something.
fed, well, there's the picture in the paper this morning. I got some video coming up in a little bit. He fed several hundred, probably 400 or 500 people. Desserts, entertainment, anything you could want, free, absolutely free.
Oh, wow.
So this was he died a year ago, so this was in honor of him. I guess they're going to do it every year, but I'll have a video of that coming up. Plus, Ronnie Marsh gave the State of the City address yesterday, and Ronnie was also at the goat stew place. I told her she's the only man I know that didn't spill goat stew on a white shirt.
There you go. You know, trying to talk to you, you were telling me, you said, hey, I'm just getting out on the highway. I'm in the convertible today, and that's all I heard the rest of the time.
It was.
So.
Now,
good stuff.
and this morning we were going to drive it to work because the Hummer's down at Brad Stovall's getting the new windshield stuff. Couldn't get the top up.
He was going so fast.
So got a little wet, so I had to drive fast where it wouldn't get so wet in here.
So I noticed you're driving an oldie but goodie today.
Yeah, I'm driving an oldie but goodie.
There you go.
I am an oldie but goodie.
The old country
Ain't a
Rover
bad-
Jeep is back in action
It's
right
back
now.
in action. All right, we are going to do Rover Revisited here. I promise you before long. Right now, let's go to the weather. It's raining, and it's going to be a good weekend, though, ain't it?
You have no clue, do you? It is going to be always a great weekend. Always a great weekend. 68 degrees out there right now. Yes, it is raining, and there's thunderstorms throughout the day today, so just keep an umbrella close. You'll need it with high temperatures around 80. Tomorrow, though, they're partly scattered thunderstorms anyway, with high temperatures of 86. Not a lot to say other than we do need some rain. Hopefully, it'll help us with our tomato plants. Yay. Mine are growing. I'm so thrilled. And the rest of the forecast, here it is. There you go.
Yes.
Rain on and off.
Let me tell you, Frank, about these tomato plants. This morning, I go out on the porch about 3:30, have a cup of coffee, you know. She turns the lights up, David, walks down off the porch to check her three tomato plants
I had to
out.
make
Hey,
sure
it's
the
Mr.
raccoon
Clean, it's
didn't
not
get it.
David, Mr. Clean.
Someone just
Oh,
texted
Mr.
in.
Clean,
That would be a
okay.
good nickname.
I know she got a little stubble going on there.
Yeah, it's been going on for a while.
Before we
Lost
get
my razor.
started, Zach, I don't want to be a complainer about something, but I've gotten a few complaints about you.
Oh, I didn't know about this.
You want to
But
borrow
come
it?
here, Zach.
It's your Alabama fans.
Zach, we saw you and your dad at the car show Saturday.
Yes.
Now, we like to be a well-groomed
Excuse me?
outfit. You know, when we go out in public, we like to be clean shaven. Here's a picture we got of you, Zach. Now, Zach, I noticed you hadn't shaved. Look at the stubble. Oh, Jeff, look at the
I've
stubble.
got it on me right now, Jamie.
Zach, first of all, you're growing a beard, it looks like to me. You got to be clean shaven. What if you continue to let this grow? What's it going to look like? Huh? I mean, look.
He hadn't shaved it. He hadn't shaved it for years.
I wish it would come out
like
that
Bam
good.
Bam Bigelow.
I'd be awesome right there.
You look like a rapper.
If I did use some just for men, it would look like that. Probably.
Oh, look at that.
Do you normally grow your beard one side at a time?
Yeah, there you go, Jeff. One here and then right there.
Oh, anyway, Zach, tell your daddy I said hello.
Yeah, he liked seeing y'all.
Yeah, does he watch the show? Is he another viewer?
Now he's walking at Walmart during this time.
He's watching the replay. Have we picked up any new viewers lately, Zach?
Yeah, I think he's probably picked up a couple more.
We have to say hi to your friend Clint.
Yeah, my friend Clint, he said I texted Gloria the other day, said something about finding you a girlfriend, and they didn't mention you, so he said I'm not going to watch you no more, so I sent him a text, so you better be watching this morning, Clint.
I'm sorry, Clint.
All right, let's talk about big news in the NFL this morning. That has been ruled suicide.
Oh, it's awful.
Yeah, I mean, 43 years old, I mean, that's just, I mean, all of us guys that watch football, we know Junior Seau. I mean, Junior Seau is one of the toughest guys that ever played the game. And just to know, and that's what always gets me, is you take a cheap way out. You know, you got 3 kids that are counting on you, and you put a bullet to your chest. I know you might be going through some bad things in life, but there's other ways to get.
They said he was probably San Diego's best-known citizen.
Yeah, he was from San Diego.
Deal yesterday.
Oh, I felt so sad for his mama. Yeah. Actually, my buddy Clint and Jeff Pugh and them, they were in a coaching clinic in Nashville a couple months ago. They ran into Junior.
Really?
They had their picture made with him. I wish I could. I thought I had the picture, but I couldn't
Brad,
find
what
it.
was that stat you were telling me about 8 people from San Diego Chargers died
At a young age.
in the early 90s?
Yeah, since '94, 8 Chargers.
You know, I don't see how that is because that's one of the best places to live. San
Philip
Diego.
Rivers seems to be doing pretty good out there.
Obviously
Yeah,
problems.
yeah, but that's I mean, he ended up playing with the Patriots and the Dolphins end of his career, but he'll always be known as a Charger.
That was a tragic deal. All right, Zach, what else you got?
Well, I don't think a lot of people know this. You know, everybody's known, the recent deaths of Billy Neighbors and Hardy Walker. You know,
That
two
funeral's tomorrow at
well-known
11
guys,
o'clock,
and
by the way.
two well-known guys, and then Coach Clem Griska died. So, they always say it comes in threes. But did anybody know? I hadn't seen this mentioned where Hardy Walker and Billy Neighbors both wore number 73.
No, I didn't know that.
They both wore number
How
73.
many Alabama greats you think will be attending that funeral tomorrow?
It'll be a lot. I mean, for Coach Griska, I mean, Leroy Jordan, and those guys were pallbearers. So I can only imagine who is going to be there for Billy Neighbors. I mean, a great man. He came to some of our get-togethers at Greenbrier, and you'd see him, and he was just a real nice guy.
Yeah, we may try to go tomorrow because we were at Claire, his daughter's wedding in that same church where they're going to have his funeral. We got to be at Creekside tomorrow with
9 o'clock.
Crystal Pugh for something, don't we?
9 o'clock, yeah, the kids are doing something.
All right, what are you going to talk about Philip Sims this morning? He is officially going to Virginia.
Yeah, he's gone to Virginia. So.
Now, will he be able to play this year, or is he going to sit
Well,
out?
the only way that could happen, they're saying it could be a medical reason in his family, and if he can get a hardship red shirt, they'll waive the red shirt and let him play. But an Auburn fullback's trying to do that right now, transfer from Illinois. His mother's sick, and he's trying to get a hardship deal. So if they don't give that to him, he has to sit out a year.
The LSU game at Arkansas will be played on Friday to accommodate TV. Last year when they did it, we had that party at our house, and you went swimming.
Yeah. I'll go swimming
Were
again.
they not planning on doing that this year, or was somebody else supposed to play on Friday?
No, Petrino stopped all that when he took over.
Oh, the big deal is they're playing in Fayetteville for only the second time ever. Usually they play in Little Rock.
Yep.
So anyway. All right, what else you got?
Well, of course, Saints players being suspended.
All right,
Jonathan
got that.
Vilma, he was the big deal. He got it for a whole
That's
year.
ridiculous.
So I mean, they were saying he was putting money in on the deal. So I mean,
Good, they should be
It's
suspended
football.
for a year.
You hit
Yeah,
people.
It's football, you don't
So what?
do
When you
that.
do a good job, you get a bonus. Jamie gives you a bonus.
That's not
Shut
your
up.
job.
So
But,
you're doing a good. Yeah. That's
so
right.
I mean, they're going to
Well,
be
the
mentioned.
Saints, they're already going down, and I know
Yeah.
that's y'all's team, but they're already going downhill fast since season ain't even
Hey,
started.
we'll win. We'll win.
I mean, how
Hey,
humiliated
they
could a
not be
state get?
dirty.
You get stomped by Alabama,
Oh,
21
stop.
As long as we beat them at home, that's all right.
get stomped by
We beat
Alabama.
Alabama in Tuscaloosa, so you can't even claim that at Baton Rouge.
Zach, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Kentucky Derby's this weekend. Who's odds-on favorite to win it?
I have no idea.
Not Alabama.
Come on.
Not Alabama.
I'm proud,
Oh,
so
that's
I'm not
right.
keep up with
No,
it.
That's a big event. You never watched the Kentucky Derby?
I mean, yeah, that 2 minutes through, yeah.
Kind
I'll
of like
watch it.
sex. It only lasts a couple of minutes. Bowmeister, attention, become the first horse unraced at 2 to win the Kentucky Derby since Apollo in 1882. What are you laughing
Can't
at,
do
Zach?
anything with him, Zach.
I don't know.
What?
I
said
lost.
he has no
I looked over
clue.
at Corey and I just
What are you
lost.
laughing about, Zach?
Leave Zach alone.
Huh?
Okay, let's talk about something else.
You don't watch the Kentucky Derby?
Yeah, I'll probably
2
watch.
minutes of it.
Have y'all not seen that movie, Secretariat?
It's a great
Secretary,
That is
good
a
movie.
fantastic movie. I highly
movie.
advise you. How's the cooking going?
Pretty good. I was thinking about what was it called? The Secretary? I think
Secretariat.
I saw that.
Yeah. The
The other
Secretariat.
morning about 2 a.m.
Are you going to mention
Secretariat?
Talladega?
Of course, Talladega this
You going
weekend.
to?
Nope, not this weekend.
Clint Boyer's going to be driving an Alabama car, and he will have on the back of his helmet, if anybody's seen it, somebody
You got a picture
painted
of it, don't you?
Well, I did. I don't know if I can pull it up.
He's
real
going to have
quick.
one on the back of his helmet?
He's got this on the back of his helmet.
Oh.
Corey, can you get a shot of that? Let
He's
him-
gonna lose.
hold it, get the- let
If you're
him-
betting on him, you might have look what he's got.
Got the
an
bear.
iPad
The
on the
bear
back
is going to be riding with Clint Boyer. So if they win, of course, everybody's going to say the bear
I'm
helped them
going with
win.
Jeff Gordon. Or Little E.
Well,
Gotta
I'm
be a lot
a
to carry
smoke.
that
I'm Tony
iPad on your
Stewart,
helmet.
but I have to pull for that car.
Well, I don't think I
But,
put that on my helmet and write down.
But real quick too, if any Braves fans stayed up last night, Chipper Jones still amazes people. 11th inning, they had been down 6-0, came all the way back. 11th inning hits a walk-off 2-run homer. So that was a great game. That kept me up a little bit later than I wanted to.
What time you go to bed at night, Zach?
I used to try to go to bed about 10 to 15.
Well, you know, we got an early morning show to do, man. You can't be laying out all night.
I know. Coach Saban, if you've heard this, he's favoring a 14 playoff. He's all for some kind of playoff deal.
The SEC definitely is all for it.
Rocket City Titans, they're a semi-professional football team. A lot of ex-players from around here playing. They were going to play at Alabama A&M. They're going to play their games at Gurley at Madison County High School
Alabama A&M got a
Stadium.
new athletic director, you know.
Yeah, and he's a former A&M grad, so they're all excited. He used to work at Louisville, so a lot of them's real excited about
Let's
that.
talk a little bit of local sports right quick. Zach, do you mind? Donnie, the girls softball team, Miranda Zone's ranked #1 in the state.
soccer team, yes.
They played this weekend.
Play East at Athens at 1 p.m.
How many games do they have to play to get to Huntsville for the quarterfinals?
This will be the second one. This will end those, and we'll go to the quarters or the semis coming up.
Now, you don't get upset during these games, do you? Like when I've been around you
He's
watching an
obnoxious.
LSU game.
Hey, I do the press box so I can stay in there and not holler.
Keep you away from other people.
And speaking
Plus
of
my
little
wife runs me
Jeffrey
off.
and his ball team, Sparkman is #1 for a good reason. They had a 35-game winning streak and got beaten. The coach says it was a good thing for them to lose a game. They must be good, Jeffrey.
You know, they seem to hold their own. We were pretty excited about them, about the game. Just to sit there, and then when we lost the game, it was okay because we have area coming up starting tonight at Sparkman High School, regionals next weekend, then state. So
So they're pretty doggone good.
yeah, they are. They can hold their own.
Now, wait a
They do
minute.
well.
Nice
Give me that nod again.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like Dumbo the elephant over there.
I don't want to wear out my bill.
Yeah,
when the rodeo queens get here.
That's a
Your
big.
bill's wore out.
Also, some softball Moulton girls are doing good. They're Class 5A Lady Red Devil. David, you don't have to be so talkative this morning. 43-14. So they got it going on too, according to Katie Daly this morning. But Zach, I noticed there's one story you didn't do.
Which one would that be?
Indianapolis 500's coming up too.
Well, I got who won Indy last week, Will Power.
Yeah, but you know who's not singing not singing there for the first time? Or only
Jim
sing-
Neighbors.
Back home again in Indiana.
Golly.
Gomer Pike. Do that again, Zach.
Golly.
Oh, back home again in Indiana. He's been doing it since 72, since 1987. He's performed it every year but once, and that was in 07. Y'all know where he's from, don't you? Sylacauga, Alabama. Sylacauga. Hey, Zach, let's take a break, come back and do a little news, then we're going to talk about that dentist story that you've been online about talking about this
Yeah,
morning.
that's horrible.
Yeah.
Okay? Zach, you got to get fired up, man.
I'm telling
He
you.
stayed up till 10.
I stayed up late
What's
last
going
night.
You going to the rodeo this year, Zach?
You know, I've never been to
What?
a rodeo.
What?
That's like sacrilegious here in Limestone County.
And I got a cousin actually, rodeo, Sonny Inman's son. He rodeos.
Well, now, Clint Legg, your buddy, his daddy was like
Yeah,
king
his
of the
dad,
Cowboys,
exactly.
man.
He was the king, so I might have to go this year.
And you're going
We
to
got
have to go
a
this year.
skybox there.
Okay, I can go sit up with the.
Well, I didn't say I was getting you a ticket and buy
He didn't say you could get up there.
I still got to buy my own
You got to
ticket.
go down there and look
I'll
up.
get you. I'll get
All right, let's take a break on a Thursday morning edition of Cooper Company Live. Y'all hang on.